So storytelling Ron, this is a homophobic, transphobic video because we're Christians and homosexuality offend us. So we have that right, freedom of speech, to in a public forum. The government, nor should a corporation be telling us what we can and can't say if it's a public forum where we get to say what we want. That's the Second Amendment. That's you guys have the right to say we're haters, homophobic haters or whatever. And we have the right to say, God says homosexuality is a sin. It falls under, thou shalt not commit adultery, and thou shalt honor the mother and the father, which is the full encompassing of family and love and truth for a family. So this is about Hollywood, Star Wars. I'm going to use Last of Us as a prime example of gayness. Gay characters. We don't want gay characters. Families across America, Christians don't want gay characters. Because we hate them? No, because it's sad. Gay characters are sad. Doesn't matter if they're happy or joyful. We see right through it. We see right through it in real life. Gay characters and gay men are sad. Because we all know what the true essence of happiness is. And we all know that. We all admit it. Even when you get your millions or your billions or your fame or your success, what's the most happiest thing in your life? Your family. And gays can't have family unless they steal or take from someone else. And here's the thing. A gay character is sad in real life because you automatically tell your mother and father, no, I'm not going to have grandchildren. Or if I do, it's going to be through a divorce, through a taking of a child from someone else. That is sad. We as parents don't want our children to have a divorce. We don't want them to have kids that they've separated. You know, I'm a product of a divorce, and it's never healed, never been good. To have a mother and a father in your life that are there and then have dedicated themselves to you, and then for them to get old and be dedicated to you then is a wonderful, fulfilling thing. To have this sort of separated family where everything gets very convoluted and they don't honor the mother and the father, including fathers and mothers who don't even honor their role, is a sad, tragic thing. And committing adultery is a very sad, deceptive thing that we all like. We as traditional America don't want to see a promiscuous man as our role model. Now I'm going to, James Bond, I'm going off on a tangent here. We all appreciate James Bond, but we knew he couldn't dedicate him, in the 80s and 90s and stuff, although we certainly liked sinful things. But the reason that character as a promiscuous man was okay to us is different. He didn't have a family, right? So if he had a family and he was cheating on his wife, we would not want to watch that movie. That would be disgusting. The reason we know he can be a promiscuous man is because he gave his life up to a family man. He gave up his family life to be a secret agent. So you're sacrificing there already. So we got to let him have a joyful time doing it. And we got to be entertained. And it's a funny, silly thing. But what if he had a wife? And then he was being promiscuous. Then we'd all be looking at each other in the audience going, I don't want to watch this. Right? We don't want to watch a man that's cheating on women or a woman cheating on her husband. Today when I see films like that, I gross out. I get depressed. I like, what? We don't even like, do I got to watch this? I will end that series or show or movie. Like if it's that way, I'm looking for redemptive qualities out of it, like beef. I'm looking for a redemptiveness out of it. It was really hard though to swallow her cheating, going towards adultery with her husband leaving her husband. And, there's a redemptiveness in there at the very end. So it was kind of, it was still not okay. It was kind of just a depressing, dark show. I would not, like if there's a beef too, I don't know if I'd want to watch it. I want resolution, forgiveness, that kind of thing. But anyway, so gay characters, let's go back to gay characters. Depressing. It's depressing. It's sad. Okay. So let me give you an example here. Why we don't want gay characters. We don't want lesbian characters. We don't want Frozen, the Leslie Hudlin thing. I know you're gay, you're queer. You want that. I get it. You want to make shows like that? Fine. But you're taking our shows that we've grown up with and want to share it with our kids, and you're destroying them on purpose. And I'm saying that That's wrong. We as Americans should not accept that. I don't own Star Wars or whatever, but I was part of that culture. I grew up in that, and I grew up in it innocently. It's kind of like when you're a kid and you're born into a family, right, of older brothers and sisters. Here's the sad thing, and you're born into that, and then when they get older, they leave, and you don't even realize it because you were born into it, and it's a very sad thing. I noticed, with my own children, and then with others that young people that I've talked to. You're born. They just left, and it's very depressing, and what was my point with that? My point is, the gay characters are just depressing. We have a sad feeling about watching them. And then of course they're always so, headstrong about their sin. We have to go along with it, but we know the inevitability of it. My center of the universe, is my past, present, and future. What is my past? My past right now is just who I know when I was a kid, right? It was basically my family. I had a best friend, but I don't anymore. I'm Christian and he's not. Anyway, it's a 50-50 failure thing. But I can't share with him or anyone else in my past except for my sisters and my mom. And, that's it. I can't share with anyone else. I kind of am disconnected with, I moved to Hollywood and disconnected with everyone that I knew in the past. And in the present, I have just my wife and me and, my daughters. And in the future, it's going to be them. It's going to be their families, and I am going to be connected to that. That's it. I don't, as far as friendships and role-playing guys and all that, it's fine, but it's not, the past, present, future is really about family and about who you're close to, and then who you carry on the future with, and that is your children. If you carry on your future with friends, that, that's nice, but friendship is not as, bonding as the next generation, because your friends are all going to pass away with you or whatever, or they've got their own lives to live. They got their own families to take care of and be part of. It's your family you're connected to, in this world. I mean, I'm connected to Jesus Christ, but it's your family you're connected to in this world. And gay characters end that. I mean, it's sad. So I'm really going off here. Let's go to, I want to show you. I didn't even set this up. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I did a search for the Last of Us thing, and this is a prime example. I just on YouTube. I just did a search. This is the prime example of gay characters, and they think they're doing a love story, and it is a sad story. It is a tragic story, and I've already done this video. They got the kissing scene. They even had a sex scene, which is fast forward. Did not intrigue me at all. Try as you might. So this story is about. It takes up. Last of Us is a whole thing about a whole nother characters, whole nother thing, and this was an agenda, and it's very sad they got to do this. The woke got to do this, and I'm going to do another video by the way of a woke show that I actually like. I got to do that video, but anyway, I might do that just after this one. See, I actually like. There's a woke show I actually like. Whoa, or there's two actually, and I'll tell you that in the next video. But this is Last of Us is a zombie post-apocalyptic flick, and then of course they have this what's going on here? Episode 3 or 4 or whatever. Skip that one. You don't even need it. But he finds him. He's a right-winger Trump guy, but obviously he's got this little he's got the little fort, and he captures. Or the gay guy, falls in the pit, one of his pits, and he kind of imprisons him, and then of course they fall in love. Such a pathetic, whatever. And let me just go. I gotta go to this right now. So in this video by Nick Graham Neal, I just found this part. I'm not even gonna play it because it's so annoying. But here he does, you homophobic haters. This is why do you keep asking? Well, you're an idiot. This show is about love. And everyone's clapping. Yay! All the Hollywood's clapping because they're trying to say that it's about love, man. It's about love. All you Christians, it's your haters. You're homophobic haters. It's about love, man. Well, this show is about two gay men that have to. The end result of what they have to do is commit suicide. That's the end result of their love. Their love. Oh, look at this. And they have at the end of So they were together like 15 years. They still got wine. They still got fancy food. They still got nice suits. They still take showers or something in this post-apocalyptic bastion. Like he's pouring the wine. He's got the fancy dinner. See, gays want to lie about everything, even the post-apocalyptic. In this show, Last of Us was a total horrible, hateful, woke LGBT show. Pushing and I'm going to say this: secular Jews, not Jews who worship God, but the secular ones pushing this type of agenda. This is what sort of ticks people off about Hollywood too. I know that's anti-Semitic, but it's not even Jews. It's secular Jews who've given up their faith. Pushing this. Stop pushing this stuff on us. Stop pushing this stuff on us. I love you, the chosen people of God, but stop pushing this. Stop aligning yourself with people who, in the end, choose Hamas over you. They choose Hamas. These people can choose Hamas over you. Hamas over Israel. For crying out loud. There's a cartoon going around years ago, and I'm sure it's still around, where there's a little tree, and they're watering it, and there's a lynch thing lasso to the person watering the tree, because when it grows, it's going to hang them. That's like the left or the secular Jew or even gays when they align with Islam. It's just like, I'm going to hang myself by growing making you stronger. So the mutual suicide is what they have to do in their wonderful little. Oh wow, he's stirring the wine. Am I supposed to do that with the wine? Stir it like that and make it flavorful? See, I didn't even know that. Wow, that's classy right there. See, they're just. It's all wow. It's just the subtleties of it all. Like, let's get every little lie in there we can about the comforts of gayness and love in that sense. Okay, here's what love is. Love is giving up what you desire. Love is giving up what you desire, not getting what you desire, giving up what you desire. I desire promiscuity, alcoholism, partying in Hollywood. That's what I desire. I've given that up for my wife and my daughters and raised them, and I'm joyful, very joyful. I wake up joyful, wake up healthy-ish, like not super healthy, but healthy-ish. I'm joyful. But what I desire is sin. Thank Jesus, I am not addicted or enslaved to my sin. So these guys though are or representing, this whole fake scenario that, that this is love. It's not love. It's sin. And also, they have to end with mutual suicide. Imagine if he, I don't, take him in, take care of him. But what if he would have found a woman, right? Same time. Because he was like really reclusive in the story or whatever, killing anyone that came by. But let's just say he got a woman. 15 years later, he's got a 15-year-old or 14-year-old son or daughter, 13-year-old, 12-year-old, 10-year-old, whatever. Even if one of them or the wife, say, had to die 15 years later, or he died and the wife was the only one left, they would want to persevere. They would not want a mutual suicide. They would persevere because they have children. And these children are within a year or two going to be strong enough and adults and take care of things and go out and seek others and build a future. That's what God says. Be fruitful and multiply and go out and inhabit the earth and do things. That's what God wants. That's his first commandment, was to have man and woman together, be fruitful and do things. And this is a sad, inevitably sad type of story. They're never going to do things. They're never going to create a future together. And that's depressing. That's why we don't want gay characters and stuff. We just don't want gay characters. And when you guys give us assassins, what kind of assassin? Do we want an assassin who's just killing everyone? No, we want that whole redemptive thing, right? We want an assassin who wants to do good. A thief. Do we want a thief character who's stealing from everyone? No, we want a thief character who's trying to do like a Robin Hood thing, redemptive type of thing. They're going, we always want a few lines in there that explain that they're doing something good. We don't want evil characters or sad characters or depressing characters whose inevitability is sin. So why is that hate to you? Why are we hate? I know why, but I'm just rhetorical here. They call us hate. They call us homophobic, call us trans. Just tell them, yes, I guess I hate you. Jesus said, love the enemy. But what do you hate me? I'm going to say that homosexuality is a sin. So do you hate me? Okay, well, we have mutual hate. So let's just move that aside, because since there's seems to be hate both ways. We can just move on that, you know, because I'm not violent. I can't attack you or nothing. So we're good, right? And we're not no violence. So let's just move hate aside and let's just go with the merits or whatever, or discuss the rest. Now I'm going to move on to Star Wars here. So this is, again, I'm going to do this because really, this is who you want to be your star, you know, your support, your Star Wars thing, she's running everything. Make it lame, put a gay kid and make it lame, whatever. I'm just kind of running through Harvey Weinstein and the whole, what is this? There's more videos of her and her stuff. Musk. So Musk and Gina Carano, they're revealing, where is this at? I just want to go to this. This is on That Park Place website. That apparently she was the one funding the going after Gina Carano or whatever. Apparently, based on the lawsuit that Musk and his lawyers are bringing together, right? They rejected her. Carano tried to accept some of their requests. Lucasfilm, to meet with representatives of GLAAD, of course, a national organization that promotes acceptance. Well, we don't want to accept it. It's, to us, it's a sin. You're asking us to accept sin. Oh, let me get this more visible for you guys. I don't really plan this out. Why do we have to accept sin? For us, it's a sin. Now, it's a sin for us to throw rocks at you, for sure. We should not be doing that. The rejected Carano's proposed alternate. They wanted her to make a public apology. Defendants went so far as to try to convince Carano's publicists to force Carano to issue a statement admitting to mocking or insulting an entire group of people, which Carano had never done. They rejected her proposed alternate statement. Wow. So they wanted to put words in her mouth and force her to admit to that. See, that's the kind of stuff they want to do. They want to create your persecution. Carano went to so they asked her to. Carano went to donate to a GoFundMe page allegedly set up to support of the transgender community. When she opened the link, she read that the fund was supposedly created by a Lucasfilm creative and was directly targeting Carano, defaming her by accusing her of being a bigoted actress. Accordingly, Carano did not donate. The lawsuit then alleges Carano brought this to Lucasfilm's attention, which denied the GoFundMe account was established by any Lucasfilm employee. Shortly thereafter, the account was changed to call Carano ignorant, and the identity of the organizer was changed to no longer identify a Lucasfilm employee. Wow. A Lucasfilm creative created it, and then Lucasfilm said they had nothing to do with it, but then it got changed. Wow. That's how petty. Deep and petty, and I'm assuming based on this that it is Leslie Headland, or she was part of it. They're all okay. Gay people have all the time in the world. They have all the time in the world in Hollywood to pursue their career. They're not raising children. They're not really being what do you call it? They're not fidelity. They're not being faithful to one partner, right? They can have multiple sexual partners, and the statistics bear that out. They have incredibly, dangerously too many partners. Homosexuality is also dangerous, like statistically speaking. Diseases, they're very promiscuous. See, it's like a double sin. They're very, very promiscuous. They get together on weekends as groups. It's very not good. It's not good. And the whole HIV drug thing is creepy now too. It's scary. And they keep saying they're going to come out with a cure. I've had these headlines have been around for 20, 30 years, over and over. They keep saying that. But the drugs they have now are forced enslavement, and they can spread the disease, and they have to keep voting in Democrats in order to get those drugs, by the way, tax funded. And in California, they have a law that they protect you. They protect gay people who knowingly spread HIV. If you have HIV and you have sex with others, you're protected by the California law. You're allowed to do it. It is a very horrific, torturous, terrifying disease to have. Man, it's just crazy what is happening here. And sadly, we Christians are allowing it. All right. The lawsuit states several had contributed to the anti-Carano GoFundMe account, including filmmaker Leslie Headland, who is scheduled to produce Star Wars production. Man, it's they continually, the gay culture continually works day and night right? Parties, meetings, everything in Hollywood. They own a lot. They own a lot here in Hollywood. I mean, they're because what else they're gonna do? They don't have children. They got dogs, but they don't have children. I mean, a few do, but not. They're all adopted or they're all Handmaid's Tale. They're all. It's so funny. The Handmaid's Tale with the nun. They have the nun imagery of the Handmaid's Tale, but it's actually the gays and Hollywood and all them that use it. They use other women to have their children. Whew, man, the projection. So yeah, it's really scary. Okay, so let's get back. Let's get to who we are. We are role playing. You guys, we are RPGers, right? And this is what we're supporting. And I mean, I can go to Star Wars too, but this is D&D, Wizards of the Coast, and Magic the Gathering. This is their products. They're charities. There's even a picture here somewhere. Where it was here of their whole crew going to a Pride event. Is it here? Oh, here. Let me move this. I mean, they're at the Pride event. This is what we're supporting when we do 5e or whatever. And if you think that you're going to, find an RPG that's not this, that's neutral, they're going to come after that too, right? The LGBTQ team is going to come after every RPG out there, and they're coming after the churches. They're coming after the churches. They're going to the churches and telling us what we got to believe. There was the first lesbian Austin mayor. It was a couple of years back, but what she did, the first thing she did was she went to a church. She made a church pastor. She wanted his sermons. A mayor went after. Like, she didn't even understand that the freedom of religion or anything. She just said she wanted his to investigate him. Wanted his sermons. He had to give up his sermons. What? That's the mindset. And he just said, "Oh, they're public. You can just go to them. They're there." I mean, what the heck? What is this? Oh my gosh! Look at this. Is this real? Wizards of the Coast celebrates Pride with new Magic the Gathering drop. Wow. Look at that. I don't even like in this is Magic the Gathering, but in D&D and stuff, we never had romance or anything like this. We never had like anyone kissing or anything like in our D&D stuff, We never had any sexuality in it. Maybe we had a king or queen or whatever that we had to deal with or interact with, but we never had this. We never had like this kind of thing where you push sort of sexuality in it. And so my point to you is that what is my point? I don't know. Give up, I guess. Just conform and take a knee to them, to the LGBT, right? You're gonna have to in the end. Or Jesus Christ, okay? Or take up the cross. I kind of feel like we're not going to be giving any other choice. Go along to get along, play whatever, diversity, tolerance. I don't know if that's going to happen. I feel like we're going to either have to take the knee, or get kicked out, or get ruined, or whatever. We're forced in California to pay for abortions. Abortion pill now is a very secretive, horrific thing. Now we're being forced to pay for the illegal immigration, the HIV drug, everything to do with gay, everything to do with LGBT. We're being forced, and murdering of children. We're being forced to pay for it with our taxes. They've taken over the governance. They run the elections. What are they going to run next? They told us to shut down our churches. So, and as a Christian, I'm joyful. Jesus wins in the end. And by the way, all this stuff is already said it was going to happen in the Bible. So it's fine. So my suggestion to you is join a church, start doing things where you are evangelizing, and my games are part of that. Role-playing games help with that, help you with the fellowship ministry. If you're in the role-playing game world, I'm assuming with my videos, and you're a Christian, please join us in doing that and getting away from stuff that's, going to go after us. And by the way, I am a consumer of this stuff, some of it anyway, but I'm going to, because I want to sit there and watch TV. I don't know what else to do, but I'm hoping you guys will start, especially you younger people, will start realizing, hey, we can create cool stuff, evangelistic stuff. So, And I'm hoping that this will help you create your stories, because the stories I want you to create are evangelistic, like missionary work. Those are exciting stories. They're really, really exciting. I mean, we don't have that anywhere in Hollywood or in our movies or stuff. And even most shows, we don't have an evangelistic storytelling yet. That is it. That is the Christian story. Evangelism, planting churches. That is the Christian story. That is the exciting story of Christianity. All the Christian stories we have now are just like very hallmarky and weird. So I'm hoping, basically what I'm trying to do here with this role-playing game is trying to get all the Christians to have a mindset of evangelistic mindset, and to learn it, practice it. That's how you do it, role-playing. Just like how you practice sword is to do practice sword fighting, is to do, it's like literally role-playing, because I'm practicing on a Pell, or anything else in life, right? Practice woodworking. I'm working silly little simple things. You have to do it in a role-playing fashion, you know. So I'm using cheap pine right now to work on wood, in practice. So that's my role playing before I go to real wood, hardwoods and stuff. But you have to start somewhere, and role playing is the perfect place to start on anything. And we have to get that mindset. Anyway, so that's my ongoing long-term rant here. It's on the game of life. And I'm gonna make a quick video, like a little positive video, silly video next. I actually want to do it because I'm just, need some positivity-ishness about a couple of shows that are actually very woke, and I actually enjoy them. See, I can actually enjoy. Actually, I'm going to add in a third one in there too. I'll do that video right now. So in the game of life, roll holy dice.